Hey guys, it's Austin from Slightly Above Average. Our great rebranding that we did. Yeah, I didn't have my name up here before, but now I do. Hey, no face yet though. Today, what we're going to be talking about on my unnamed pseudo podcast thing that I have yet to give a good name, we're going to be talking about annual games. And that is things like FIFA, which you see me playing here, which I, first of all, apologize for my horrible gameplay, because I promise you I'm not good at FIFA at all. I know that was a goal, but trust me, that was luck. What is that? FIFA, Call of Duty, NBA, all those games that come out every year. Mostly like a lot like smartphones in that way, or exactly like smartphones in that way, where they make incremental changes each time to the game, and basically going to be talking about whether or not we think, or I think that's good. This is something I really wanted to talk about for a long time, and I really had no one to talk about it with, and I haven't really ever seen it covered anywhere. And I know I'm not supposed to be playing games and talking at the same time, but I'm taking the cheap way out because I recorded some shit before and just it wasn't going well. So we're doing this all in one take, and then we're going to do a couple of jump cuts in between, and you won't even notice them. Just kidding, you probably will. But so what are we going to be talking about today is, are annual games good or bad? Do they diminish the quality of what games are? It's kind of like how movie producers or companies will produce like pretty shitty quality like movies but for kids, and then just keep producing them more like shovelware for movies. And that's not to say like FIFA and Call of Duty are shovelware, not at all, but it's been something I really wanted to cover, and like what changes are there each year that justify a new game each year, which I don't really see a lot. It's things like, FIFA 18 gonna run on Frostbite engine now, and what was the last one? 17? What are we on? 17, 16. 16 added the women, which I thought was a pretty big update. But after that, if you get to like FIFA 20 or so, I don't see why, or just one big blanket FIFA game and just constantly update it by adding new rosters and, even adding new models for people. Or, and adding the new people in, anyone who changes teams, easily updated, which they do actually do that already. They update the teams as they go in real time, which is cool, I think. And, okay, I'm not one to speak on FIFA. I don't play it religiously. I'm not that good at it. I just play it with my friends. But it's little things like that that make me wonder if it's really justifying the price of $60 every single year. Especially with Call of Duty games. Call of Duty games are probably notorious now for being that annual what is it? Annual thing to hate annually every year. But the thing I noticed that Treyarch games, the Treyarch Call of Duties like Black Ops, World of War, tend to do a little better and tend to feel a lot better too, because I feel like Treyarch has had the most time to refine the Call of Duty games, or their Call of Duty games. Whether that be like how the mechanics working, what kind of guns they want, what theme they want. And actually in this case now, we're looking at Call of Duty World War II, because we are recording in July right now, so anyone watching in the future, hey, I don't know why you're watching this. But we're on Call of Duty World War II right now, and that's made by Sledgehammer Games, who previously worked on Modern Warfare 3's like multiplayer. So I think at least this time, it's good for like a smaller company to get a little more notoriety for themselves and for the company, and really get on the map for themselves. And World War II, Call of Duty covered World War II a lot. And then if you guys saw Infinite Warfare, whatever happened with that, Infinite Warfare was pretty shit. Actually, you know what? Jump cut. Okay, hey, welcome back from the jump cut. Pretty smooth there, I thought. Okay, here we are in Infinite Warfare, and even when I played the beta for this, the first thing I noticed was, like lazy design. I want to say like not bad, but kind of lazy, kind of like. Oh wait. Let me see. Can I see it? Hold on. Nope. Oh wait, I don't think I can see it. One of the helmets looks exactly like a helmet from Halo, the Recon helmet. It's on. I think it's on the shit. It's on that big Juggernaut class thing. It has a Recon helmet that looks exactly like a helmet from Halo. And yeah, you know, in the beta, I was like, it's boring. I mean, the color schemes even really just kind of washed out white and gray. Colors are thrown in here and there, but really, the Infinite Warfare would be my prime example of a game, an annual game that had the quality diminished. Maybe because the ideas are coming so fast and they had to go to space. You know, and even Black Ops 3 was not in space yet. Oh man, Black Ops 3 was that crazy AI shit. I did not even bother touching Infinite Warfare's campaign, and it took me fucking hell like 6 months to beat Black Ops 3's campaign. I stopped on the last mission and never did it until one day. I was just like, fuck it, with my friends. And it kind of sucks because Call of Duty, you know, was great. And geez, we're gonna make Call of Duty great again. I'm sorry. And I think World War II by Sledgehammer Games probably could hopefully, you know, kind of bring back what people want from Call of Duty, but who knows, maybe at this point it's too late. But it's definitely not the sci-fi setting anymore, which, again, I didn't even bother touching Infinite Warfare's campaign, which sucks because I know that guy from Game of Thrones is in it, but I have never watched Game of Thrones either. Kevin Spacey was in, what was he? Advanced Warfare, yeah, I played that. I think Advanced Warfare was actually the one that started, you know, all this wall running, all that stuff. And I think, again, it brings up the question whether or not it's diminishing the quality of a franchise, especially like a franchise like Call of Duty. And I was going to bring up Assassin's Creed, which I will, and I was going to show some gameplay. Turns out I deleted Syndicate, and it felt like taking for fucking ever to install again, so I'm not fucking doing that. But Assassin's Creed Syndicate 2 was the last Assassin's Creed game released before Ubisoft said, fuck it, we need to take a break. And decided to take a year off, which I thought was really good because this past E3 we saw Assassin's Creed Origins, which looks pretty awesome, which everyone wanted was the Egypt setting. You know, I wanted Japan because ninjas and assassins. You know, I mean, you think it makes sense, but hey, you know, next time maybe. That's the thing too. Every year, same with smartphones. Every year they would say, oh yeah, this version is going to be the best, the pinnacle version, because technically speaking, it is up to that point. Technically speaking, you know, when Unity was announced, fuck, I forgot her name, that lady, she was head of Ubisoft. She was like, yeah, it's my favorite time period, you know, the French Revolution, which is cool. And Unity introduced a lot of parkour mechanics that I have stuck around now that I liked. The free running got a little smoother, I thought. But there was, you know, technical glitches, shit going down all the time in that game. This, again, another example of a game that maybe had taken a year off, could have gotten better in quality, which now Ubisoft thankfully recognized that and took off Assassin's Creed for a year. Now we have Assassin's Creed Origins, and it looks good. So I think good for Ubisoft for realizing that things could have gone south had they kept going. And then one of the other things I wanted to bring up was microtransactions, in that these annual games tend to have more microtransactions, which I know there's things like GTA that have shit like that too, which I will get to eventually. But if FIFA's Ultimate Team makes the most money out of some shit, it was some shit I saw. All right, sorry, I got a fact check right, but it makes a shit ton of money. They make a fuck ton of money selling those team packs, and I personally don't play it. I tried. As I suck at FIFA. I don't want to embarrass myself, and I don't want to give soccer a bad name, and because all my friends play FIFA and they're really good at it, so I don't want to even touch that. But I got everything else. I'm good at all the other things. Trust me, just believe me. But yeah, the microtransactions were, you know, it's I suppose the trend was going that way. Microtransactions, especially on mobile games, which I'm not even gonna fucking talk about, but that shit on mobile games is ridiculous. Just actually, you know, I will talk about it. There was a game called Cartoon Wars. I loved it. And then a couple months ago, I was like, you know, I want to replay it again. So I got Cartoon Wars like fucking 3 or something, and it was like, okay, you need to wait cooldown so you can move. so you can play the game. I was like, what is this shit? Wait 2 hours or buy, you know, gems and shit so you can keep going, like Clash of Clans and everything. And I think all the companies now are realizing that, yeah, microtransactions are the way to go, which is what Rockstar realized, which I will talk about. But we're going to compare these annual games to more games that have more, longevity to them, and which we will jump cut to after I die. Hold up, wait. Alright, I gotta die first. Oh shit. Fuck it, jump cut. Okay, back from jump cut. Welcome back. Here we are in Overwatch, because Overwatch is probably one of my favorite games to come out recently. And boy, anyone else watching this fucking World Cup, that shit's awesome. Shit's awesome. None of my friends are watching it. I'm watching it. But everyone sees Spain. Spain destroyed Finland. Shit was great. Okay, but anyways, I'm probably gonna stick on Overwatch for the rest of this shit because, like I said, Assassin's Creed was installing, and I don't have anything else because I'm poor. So for the longer developmental cycle games, things like, as opposed to you know, Call of Duty, FIFA. Sorry. There's games like, oh wow, Widowmaker. There's games like GTA, Elder Scrolls, Fallout games, those major Mario platformers. Breath of the Wild came out. Breath of the Wild came out after 2011. So what is that? 6 years? 6 years, and then it was supposed to come out 2014. Delayed. And then Breath of the Wild, boom, one of the greatest games ever made. I loved it. I did not like the weapon system because all my shit kept breaking. But you know, whatever. Got it on Wii U. I don't have a Switch because, again, I'm poor. So we're doing this the poor man's way of video. So games like that, the games that tend to have longer developmental cycles, more or less tend to be better. I'm looking at you, Mass Effect. I fucking love Mass Effect. Andromeda, man. I don't know what the hell happened there. Whatever. We're not even gonna talk about that. But more or less tend to have, you know, better. They tend to be better, and they tend to generate a lot of hype behind them. So, for instance, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out after Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, what, 2005, right? So 12 years now we're looking at. Now, granted, Kingdom Hearts had all the other games, Dream Drop Distance, 358 over fucking 2 shit days. I don't remember all of them. So games like that had supplemental games in between the developmental cycles, but the major you know, sequel, Kingdom Hearts 3, will come out for 12 years or so. Nope, 13 years, unless it gets delayed again. 2018. GTA especially. GTA 4 came out, what, 2007? 2013. Rockstar's a whole another thing we'll get on, but so games like that, they tend to have, you know, one trailer every year or so gets an insane amount of hype because they have the time to work on these games and really make them really, really good. And I think back when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, I think Ubisoft really struck gold with that, and I think they wanted to keep going to get that money. Brotherhood was good, Revelations was okay, and it just when they stopped, thankfully. There was that one year Assassin's Creed 4 came out, Assassin's Creed 4 and Assassin's Creed Rogue at the same time, and surprisingly both games were really, really good. So I thought that was interesting. Wait, was it Rogue or 3? Rogue and 4? I think it was Rogue and 4. Yeah, because of ships. Right. Anyways, Ubisoft realized that could make the money, so they wanted to keep going, and they made annual Assassin's Creed, and Assassin's Creed 3 I liked. Story was weird, but gameplay, combat was fun. Desmond died in that fucking game, didn't he? That piece of shit. Anyways, these games, so GTA, Elder Scrolls, and Fallout, they have to have that sort of longevity to them. They have to have that, like, thing that keeps you going back to play them. Whereas opposed to, like, Call of Duty, you can play Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for a while and be like, I want something new. It feels like you always wanted something more when playing that game. And that's why the next Call of Duty would come out, and so on and so forth. So it kind of keeps the consumers sated until the next game would come out. And we're gonna jump cut again to the next match. Okay, back from jump cut again, just getting to the next match. So the longevity in games, in the longer developmental cycle games, tend to generate a lot of hype, and the important thing is that you can keep replaying them for a long time, but on one hand, yeah, they're great games. On the other hand, it can get boring waiting for the next one to come out. And at least in the case of PC, which, you know, has mods, and so Fallout 3, New Vegas, Skyrim get a crazy lifespan. Morrowind still, Oblivion, they get crazy lifespans because they have mods. Thankfully, people on consoles left out. Sorry, Nintendo people very left out. And now Rockstar is a special case now, where GTA 5 came out 6 years. Yeah, we said 6 years after GTA 4 on 360 and PS3, and then re-released for Xbox One and PS4. But to this day, still no mention of single-player games, no trailers, no nothing, because Rockstar knows that GTA Online is where all the money is at, and whether or not, you know, that's, I agree, it doesn't really matter because it's not what we're talking about. Well, it kind of is, but a case like that, I think it's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy there. Like, I understand that, yeah, they need money, but on the other hand, you know, GTA has been great. Always had great character development. Every trailer for GTA 5 before it was released was about the three main characters, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. And then GTA Online turns out to be a huge hit. You know, GTA Online had a trailer, maybe half of the end of a trailer, maybe, from what I recall. And it was really cool, you know. Back on Xbox 360 and PS3, it boasted 16 players online. And then PS4, Xbox One came out, 32 or 30 players, and something like that. Fuck those lobbies, by the way. Fuck GTA Online, because fuck all the shit in that. But basically, Rockstar found out, hey, we can make a lot of money by microtransactions and shark cards. Let's keep doing this, and no single-player DLCs likely ever going to come out, because Red Dead 2 is now on the way. And why would you make GTA 5 single-player DLC when you gotta focus on Red Dead 2, and GTA Online makes a fuck ton of money anyways? So, again, a case like this, or Rockstar, I don't really agree with that kind of tactic, but hey, you know, people gotta eat. Rockstar Games gotta make money because they're a company, and that's the thing you realize about video games. Even Nintendo, any game company you think really cares about you doesn't really. They need your money. It's just the sad truth of the world, really. But everyone needs money. People gotta eat, and if it makes more sense to focus on where all the money is than to devote resources to where the money would kind of come in, but not really. In this case, single-player DLC versus microtransactions, and all that. And at least the DLC for GTA Online has all been free. Gun running, all that shit. Beach bums. I'm not a hipster update. I don't know. Remember all this is Christmas updates and all that stuff. All of them have been free, thankfully. And you can. It honestly doesn't take that long to grind for everything. But if you're that guy who goes out to spend $200 on shark cards to get a yacht, or I don't know, extra weapons, and it's just, I don't know, you can legitimately grind for these things. It's not actually that difficult. It's time consuming, yeah, and you know, people work. So people who work, who don't have time and want those nice things, buy the shark cards. You know, look at it this way: $20 once a month on a shark card, not that bad. $20 times 20 people who do that, that's a lot of money already. 20 people times 50 times 100 people who do that, who spend $20 just once a month, even just once a month. Rockstar makes a fuck ton of money, and no point in making single player DLC. So again, this case, I don't know, I don't like it, but hey, it's the reality. And then on the flip side, not on the flip side really, actually, yeah, it's focusing more on classic games. So games you can, like, games from decades ago, you could still play over and over, because maybe they were before microtransactions. Who knows? They're from another time, whatever you want to call them. But well, now even games like Overwatch, they do have microtransactions more or less, but the core gameplay is there. Say with GTA Online, the core gameplay is there. But in the case of like Overwatch, and I guess Blizzard in general, because I'm going to mention World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has been going for almost 12, 13 years, and even I almost got into, but boy, I ain't got money. you know, those games can last a very, very long time. What is it? World of Warcraft, Dota, League of Legends, Melee. People who swear by Melee will never touch Smash 4 or anything else, really, because Melee's a god game, which, hey, I'm not good at it, but I'm sure if I was, I would say the same thing. So games like that that have that sort of really long longevity, more so than Elder Scrolls, more so than something else, because it'll always keep going on because maybe they struck gold. Like same with Assassin's Creed 2, they struck gold and it's gonna stick around because it's really just that good. Melee, what turned out to be a huge hit, no matter what. Even if Sakurai didn't really mean to make it a huge hit, it is. So a game like that, I suppose it's more of a game that could be competitive. And it's things like you can watch speedrunners do, Super Metroid. I guess you could speedrun anything really, but it's those really big popular games that you can get the hang of and you can keep going over and over. Like, you wouldn't really want to speedrun Mass Effect, right? You could, but you really wouldn't want to. Speedrunning Super Metroid, probably a lot more fun. So games like... Did someone just... Farah just... Alright. Whatever. Those games have huge followings. League of Legends is probably going to last a very long time. Dota, like I said, it's been around a long time. Overwatch is now seeming that way. It seems like it's going to be sticking around for a long time. Even Rocket League seems like it's going to be sticking around for... If I say more than like 4 years, gives a game good longevity. And we say that I said with GTA, it has been around for 4 years, but that's cheating. That's cheating. Overwatch at this point is seeming like it's going to last a long time because Blizzard knows what they're doing. They weren't dumb when they were making this game. They knew that people were looking for this kind of thing. They wanted this. They knew the video game community was going this direction, that it was going to be more esports oriented, and that same thing could be said for Halo 5, which I have an Xbox. I ran out of gold. I played enough Halo 5, and shit, that Halo 5 beta, I don't even want to talk about that. Halo 5 is getting a lot better, but that Halo 5 beta, the whole winning a game and you would like high five your teammates. It was, but look, Bungie isn't dumb, and yeah, Bungie got split in half. Microsoft owns Halo. Blah 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 blah. Oh wait, no, sorry, 343. Bungie over there making Destiny 2 with their $500 million budget from Activision. Yeah, 343 knew that, hey, esports are going to be huge. We got to capitalize on it right now. We gotta make awesome, cool cinematic looking things for the multiplayer. You got to make them look all cool. There is a goddamn football helmet for the Spartans in Halo 5, if no one knew that, because I mean, it's been around a while, but I don't blame you if you hadn't touched Halo 5 for a long time, because Halo 3 was, you know, and whatever happened to Halo 5. But they knew the community was going that direction, that people wanted it esports oriented, and they hold tournaments. And esports is huge. League of Legends draws in huge crowds. The Overwatch World Cup is happening, like I said, which I'm watching, and let's go US. Let's do it. It's huge right now, and it's a legitimate, it's almost, you know, it's a legitimate job, more or less, no matter what you think. It is now. You can become an athlete. You can become a professional video game player, which I always think is a little funny because I've been playing video games for a long time and I never ever thought it'd go this way, but it did. It's fucking future, everyone. It's great. So games like that can have that sort of longevity, and off the topic of esports, games like Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers, it's a good game because it just, everything felt good about it. It's a classic. Classic games are good, but you wouldn't really say Black Ops 2 is a classic. It's Black Ops 2 is really good, but it's not a classic. Advanced Warfare, good game, but not a classic, really. And that's also another thing about the Call of Duty games. Technically, they're good games. Mechanically, they're good, which no one likes to admit, but even I admit it. You know, mechanically, they all work. They work as games, and they're not broken. You know, they don't fall apart. And jump cut. Okay, back from jump cut for the last time, and probably gonna end this video on really like. Whoops! Wait, I forgot. I was on Call of Duty, wasn't I? Yeah, Call of Duty's mechanics work well, no matter what anyone really says. They work mechanically. They work. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad because the game is not necessarily broken. So they know what they're doing. And they know it makes money, and that's basically the bottom line in this video is money, because that's what it comes down to. Microtransactions make money, annual games make money, new iPhone every year makes money, new Samsung Galaxy will make money every year because people want to be, I suppose they see it as, for smartphone wise, it's a bleeding edge. You know, it's little incremental upgrades that make it seem worth it, and hey, maybe they are, but you can totally use an iPhone 5 this, you know, in 2017. You can use a Galaxy S3 if you really wanted in 2017. It's not the end of the world. You can, you know, you can use an $80 smartphone because they work mechanically, but that doesn't matter because people want bleeding edge. They want the newest thing, and that's what makes money. So other games like, I mean, Nintendo, you know, they're always just, it's fucking Nintendo. They got money for fucking days. They're always gonna make money for fucking days. So games like Breath of the Wild or any Legend of Zelda game could come out every 6 years, 7 years, and it wouldn't matter because everyone's gonna buy it because the games are legitimately that good. Call of Duty games make money another way by proposing to be this bleeding edge sort of thing. And is that good or bad? I don't know. I mean, I end up buying the Call of Duties. This year I happened to buy Call of Duty Infinite Warfare only for remastered, and then remastered got released by itself. And hey, it's another thing about remastered. No, the DLC with it. The DLC for remastered costs more than the original DLC for Call of Duty 4 when the DLC actually came out, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But hey, Activision needs money, and that's how Activision knew that Infinite Warfare would sell, especially for idiots like me who would buy it because they wanted Modern Warfare Remastered. Because hey, I wanted to play some shit. No, I didn't want to play actual shit. I wanted to play some good shit, which was Modern Warfare. And Infinite Warfare mechanically works. I don't like it. It looks boring. It's pretty boring. I was searching for Ground War because Ground War is fun. A lot of people couldn't find a match because I assume a total of 50 people probably play Team Deathmatch somewhere in a basement, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're all together at the same time. But yeah, a total of, you know, not that many people play it. I had that same problem in Titanfall 2. Hey, Titanfall 2 is a great game. I totally recommend that just to get people, you know, on the servers so I can get into games faster. Titanfall 2 is great game. And that's another example of a game. Actually, that's an example of sort of an outlier where Titanfall was a little like niche hit, and then Titanfall 2 came out and it was great, but that got overshadowed by Battlefield 1, and I don't know. Battlefield 1 was cool. I love Titanfall 2. I will still play it if anyone ever wants to. Everyone go buy it so there's more people on the servers. Anyways, the bottom line of everything here is money. The bottom line of life is money, sadly, and you can't really get around that. But it's not really more of like I think it's good or bad. I don't think I can stop it whether I think it's good or bad. It's gonna make money either way. But I kind of really just wanted to open up that kind of discussion. I don't think I've ever really talked about anyone. I don't think I've ever really seen many people talk about that on YouTube. So any opinions I'm open to. If you think annual games are good, hey, good for you. If you think they're bad, also good for you. I don't really, you know, I care to an extent. It's not gonna change anything really. They're gonna keep making them. They're gonna make money off of them, and there's nothing we can do to stop them because idiots like me will probably buy them. And because I want my Call of Duties, you know, I gotta have my Call of Duties. So hey, whatever you think, just let me know. And thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time watching this. I hope you were eating something because that's the best way I found to watch podcasts. I don't even fucking know if this is a podcast or not, but you watched it. You're at the end. Congratulations. So again, let me know what you think. Annual games, good or bad?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.